So today we will start on the proportional factors. In demand planning, we have the aggregation and disaggregation. It means like we have the detail level and we have the aggregated level. Say for example, if I see the data at a product level, normally characteristic 9am button we are using for the material, that is the detail level. Say for example, if I can group a materials as a brand. I can group a materials as a product group, or I can group as a product family. So whatever the aggregated data and whatever the disaggregated data, so we can differentiate. Say for example, if I give some value at aggregated level, say for example, if I give 1000 at a brand level, and in that brand, like if you take like five products are there, so system how to disaggregate. Hello?
Yeah, good.
Yeah. How to disaggregate. So that one we can maintain by this proportional factor.
Okay.
Why? The reason is like if you take like if 10,000 products are there, if you go and give the values at manually each and every product individually, like it's really not possible. So that is the reason they can give the values at aggregated level. So like for example, if 10,000 products are there, if you divide 10,000 products as a 10 brands, so 10 brands manually you can give it, like just it will take 1 half an hour only. But imagine if suppose if you want to give the 10,000 products individual level, it's really not possible. So that is the reason we have this aggregated and disaggregation process is there in the demand planning, and that one we can detailedly work with the proportional factors. Using the proportional factors, we can work the aggregation and disaggregation.
Okay.
And another scenario also, like sales represents, they can see the data at the lowest level, and like a demand manager, he wants to see the at a higher level. Might be he wants to see the data at a product family level. So that like in that situations also, how system should aggregate and disaggregate the data. So the prerequisition for this one, first we need to maintain a proportional factor in the planning book. When we are creating a planning book, we have to maintain the proportional factors. Already we have maintained the proportional factors. So I will show you. Define a planning book. Go to our planning book. So here you can see the manual proportion maintenance. Once we have saved the planning book, then only this option will be enabled you. After saving the planning book, again you can go to the change mode and we need to select this option. Then if you select that option and if you save the planning book, then you will get a new key figure. That is nothing but like a proportional factor. If you double click, you can see the technical name, APO DP DANT. This is the key figure SAP is given for the standard aggregation and disaggregation. So this we can add into our data view so that we can able to see into our interactive planning table.
Okay.
So the proportional factor key figure we are using for the aggregation and disaggregation. Now I can go to the planning area. Then go to the planning area, and here you can see the key figure aggregation and disaggregation. Aggregation and disaggregation is the two types. One is the time-based aggregation and disaggregation, and another one is the structural based. What is the time-based and what is the structural based? Time-based is nothing but like for example, if I have some data at my month level, if I want to see at a week level, so system automatically will disaggregate to the week level. It means I have entered 100 into the month level bucket. So if I want to see the data at week level, so for example, there is a 5 weeks are there particular month. So system how it will be show, it will show 25, 20, 20, 20 like each month. So how how it is distributing the data based on this time disaggregation. See,
Okay.
now here we are doing everything into the month bucket. But if you open the week bucket, and if you load any product, you can able to see the data at week level also. Actually, we have not entered any values in week level. Just whatever the statistical forecast, everything we are doing in the month bucket only. How system is disaggregating based on this time disaggregation. Like a forecast key figure, we say like a P, proportionally disaggregated.
Yeah.
Proportionally disaggregate. Normally in the time disaggregation, we used to use only this proportional allocation only. And what is the remaining, this one we can see here in the structural disaggregation. So in 1 month, we have the 5 weeks, and if I give 100 at month level, and if you see the week level, the system automatically will disaggregate 20, 20, 20, 20 like that equally. Proportionally it will disaggregate it based on this function.
Okay.
If you don't have this function, you will not able to see the data at disaggregated level. And another functionality, this is a structural disaggregation. Say for example, now I have loaded all the products. Here I have loaded all the products. If I go to the detail level, now I am able to see the data at aggregated level.
Okay.
If I go to the detail level, it will show into the disaggregated level. It will show all the lowest levels.
Okay.
So like that individually it will show all the lowest levels here. Here you can see the data is forecast is like a disaggregating like this. So if you see at total level, it will show as a total level, like this is the total level. But again, if you see as an individual level. So here, like for example, for some products there is a no forecast is there. So actually, what I am thinking, if I give some promotion value, the value should not take for the whatever the zero forecast value. Wherever, like if you don't apply any rule, like here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 products are there. If I give 80 for the promotion key figure, like it will give like a 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, like equally proportionally it will give the values. But wherever the forecast is not there, so for that product I don't want to apply the promotion. That is the scenario. So if you don't want to apply wherever the forecast values are not there, so then we can apply the different aggregator rule here. Say for example, the forecast, I can say average of all the details are not equal to 0. Wherever the 0 is there you don't give any value, and remaining values you can average it and you can distribute it.
Okay.
And another scenario, otherwise, like how here the weightage is there. For example, here total 4000 is there. So here it is a 1000. It means like a 20%. Like here some 25%, here some 25%, here might be it will be like a 2%, and here it is a some 8%, something like that. So totally it is 100%, the total value distributed into the 10, 20% like that. So if I give some promotion value here, for example, this is a promotion key figure. If I give total value some 4000, so same thing like it to disaggregate like this. Same like as a forecast values. So then here I can select as a different key figure. I can give as a for the promotion I can give as a different key figure, and the different key figure I will give as a forecast. So how the forecast having the weightage, it will also distribute the values same weightage only.
Okay.
So anyway, once you see into the system, then it will be easy for you. So normally, how this weightage we are calculating? We are calculating this weightage based on the APO DP DANT key figure. Like there is a program. There is a program. In that program, we are taking a 6 months of average of history. Like what is the base for us? Base is always the history. So based on the history only, we will maintain the same weightage. So whatever the history is there latest 6 months, we will take as a average, and based on that we will generate a forecast proportion factor values. So how 6 months history have the weightage, the same weightage it will take the proportional factor key figure from present month to end of the bucket. So whatever the promotions you are applying from this month to end of the bucket, it will distribute based on the proportional factor key figure. To distribute and to read that key figure, here we need to choose as a based on the different key figure, and the different key figure here we need to give as a APO DP DANT.
Okay.
Now,
So Kalyan, if you don't use this APO, then they can't even like divide weekly also.
no. By default, when you are creating a planning area, by default system will propose SSS, PPP like that. Like a proposal, it will like a pro rata, it will be propose you. But if you don't want this normal situation, you want like a different situation, so then we can give it. I will show you the example.
So by default it will give proportional disaggregation. If you want any other, we have to change.
Yeah. Otherwise here I will take as a 2 products and I will run the statistical forecast. Now here individually we are running, so all products have the different forecast values. But now I will take the only P1 and P2. P1 and P2, and the location L1 I will take, and I will load a data. So now there is a history is there. I will make it as a history 0. So now there is no history. And I will make these also 0. Just I am cleaning everything.
Okay. Yeah.
I think if I maintain the life cycle planning for P2, I will remove that one. P2 life cycle. there is no forecast now. P1, P2 and location 1 I have loaded. And I will save this variant. P1, P2, L1, APO 1. So here I will load only P1 and I will give a history for the P1. Till last month I will give a history as a 1000. And save. And I will run statistical forecast. So now for P1 product, the forecast is 1000 and history also 1000. The same thing now I will go to the P2 product. P2 product and I will give the history. As it 2000. And I will run the statistical forecast. Now I will load all the P1 and P2. So 2000 plus 1000 it is as a 3000. Now I will take only few key figures. Like history, forecast and promotion. Now I am entering some forecast. Promotion. I am entering 3000 as a promotion.
Okay.
And I can go to the detail level. See here, P1 history is 1000, P2 history is 2000. So forecast also for P1 1000 and P2 1000. But if I give some value, if I give some promotional value, it is like proposing like a 1500 and 1500 as per the present disaggregation formula, like a
So this is proportional.
Yeah.
Like it will.
yeah, it is just like a it is like a just proportionally it is giving
Okay.
based on the like a promotion key figure is the SAP promotion, the SAP promotion key figure this one, and here the formula is the like a pro rata. So that is the reason here it is equally distributing. But actually my idea is I want to disaggregate the value like a based on this weightage. If I give 3000 here, the promotion values also should be 1000 and 2000. Here 1000 and it is a 2000.
Okay. Okay.
So normally users will think like that. How whatever the forecast weightage is there, so based on that weightage only I want to take this one values. So how we will do it?
Key figure weightage.
Yeah. So how we can give like here we can maintain as a promotion value different key figure, and here we will give the forecast key figure. Then if you maintain like that and if you give 3000, then it will see what is the weightage is this. The same thing it will be disaggregated.
Okay.
And for example, I want to take as a based on the 6 months of average history. So we will take as a 6 months average history and we will run the proportional factor key figure, and in that key figure we will populate the values like this. So whatever the APO DP DANT your reference, so based on that it will disaggregate it.
Okay.
I will show the results, then you will get clear idea. Now I am running the forecast at aggregated level. Both I have combined and I ran the forecast. This is not over. Okay. So now I will go to the planning area. So I will change this aggregation logic. Is it clear? The promotion you can see it is equally disaggregating, but we don't want like equally disaggregating.
They want proportional to what the.
Yeah, based on the forecast weightage. So now what I will tell for the promotion key figure, the calculation should be based on the different key figure.
Okay.
So the key figure I will take as a APO DP DANT. So now we will populate a values in the APO DP DANT. I will execute it and save it. And another important thing is in the SEM7 version, directly we can go and we can change it here, and it will not impact anything. But if you do the same activity in SEM5, like you will lose all your data in the planning area. Now SAP is improved in the SEM7 server. Even if you go directly, if you change here, it will not impact anything. That is the one advantage in SEM7. Otherwise, we need to take the backup earlier, and we used to change whatever we want to change in the key figure. Then again, we have to load the data from the backup cube to planning area. So it's like a big process is there. So I have changed the planning area. So better we will run a consistency check. So now we will go and calculate the proportional factor. SAP menu, APO, DP, environment, and proportional factor. Here I will take as a planning area ZAPO1 and planning area ZAPO1 and execute here. Here you can see the version 000 and history I will take, and I will take the last 6 months of history. I will explain you once I fill this field. So here you can see this is the planning area. So in the planning area I am taking as a history key figure and a period from 1/5/2011 to 10, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 6 months I have taken. So this 6 months average it will calculate based on the 6 months data. The system will propose a proportion factor. Proportion factor we have already key figure in the planning area. So it will read the 6 months of history data and it will propose the values from present month to end of the bracket. So if I give reference of this key figure for the promotion disaggregation, so whatever the weightage is here, so based on that it will be disaggregated. Now go to the other settings. Here we can take the selection ID. So what is the selection ID you want to run? And logs. And here there is a fixed proportions and detailed proportions. Fixed proportions, based on this automatically system will calculate the proportions at CVC level, and this one how the history is there, the same thing it will give the proportions. Here it will calculate a formula, but here it will give how it is the same thing, like it's like a copy paste, like that it will give it. And to run this one we can run it, or we can save as a variant and we can run in the background also. Now it is calculated some proportional factors. So now go to the interactive planning table, load the data, take only few key figures. I will take only history, forecast, promotion and manual correction and proportional factor. And here now I will go to the detail level. See, now it is generated some proportions here, like a total. Total here the P1 is the 1000 and P2 is the 2000. So here also it is like a 50%, like a, here total in the 300. It is a so here you can see.
That is correct, right?
Yeah. 1000, 2000. So here also same, the same level of it is disaggregating. Like here 1400 double, like it is 1000 and 2000 double. Same here also it is a 1400, like a 14, and here 28, like exactly double here also. So the same whatever the weightage of the history, like that here it will system automatically will propose the same weightage. So now go to the promotion and give the 3000 and enter. Earlier if I give 3000, how it is taking 1500 and 1500, but now it is taking 1000, like 9999, like it's like you can say 1000 and 2000. The same level of the weightage it is taking the values. If I give here 6000, it will be this weightage. But manual correction I have not given any value, if I give manual correction, how it will be work, you can see. It is equally disaggregating. Why? Because manual correction still like a based on the prorata, it is disaggregating. So like that we can give to the system how it will be disaggregated.
Okay.
And for example, if I give as a 0 here, and I will save, and again I will enter 3000 here. This is this one. So now you can see here for the P1 there is no proportions in the 11th month. So if I give 3000, here also for P1 it is not taking anything, it is showing as a 0 only. Total 3000 for P2, since P2 total P2 having the total value. That is the reason it is giving only P2. Like that, how your proportions are there, it will take the same weightage and it will give the disaggregation. Say for example, if one brand might be there is a 20 products are there, but all products might be not having the forecast. So some products having the forecast as a 0, say for example, or some products have the forecast is very less, like one product have the forecast 1000, another product only 2. So that situation, if I equally disaggregate my promotional values, definitely the total forecast also wrong.
Okay.
So that is the reason, if I give 1001, so 1000 add to the 1000 forecast key figure and 1 will add to the 1 key figure, like that. So that based on the forecast value, the promotions also equal, like the same weightage, it will disaggregate it.
So, like, where do we use aggregation and disaggregation for, like, in products?
Like normally, the forecast we will give as a, for forecast also we will generate based on the proportional factors. Otherwise, if I run the forecast at aggregated level, the values also aggregated level it is equal only. But if I go to the disaggregated level, here also 1500 it will give like that. And the promotions also we will give, and like manual corrections we will give, like that. What are the key figures we have? Sales order, no need to give, because sales order, how exactly in R3 it should be impact, it will be shown like that. And history also we will not give anything, because these we are getting from R3, so exactly what is there we want to take that one. Like that, promotion, forecast and manual correction, like these type of things we will put as a aggregation and disaggregation.
Okay.
Clear, Sandeep?
Yeah, this is clear.
Yeah.
And like if you want to change like disaggregation for the weekly periods also, like before if we were opening data view for weeks, it was giving us equal disaggregation. That if we want to change that also we can change?
Yeah, we can change it.
So we have to change it the same way, like we have to change the P over there.
Actually, for this aggregation, disaggregation, what we used to do, these proportional factors we used to run background, and we are writing a macro for these key figures. Whatever the proportional, like whatever the key figures we want to redisaggregate, so this one we will write a macro. In that macro, there is option to redisaggregate, so that again it will be like a refresh these values. So based on this, whatever the latest proportional factor weightage, so it will be redisaggregated the values again.
Okay.
I will show you that macro also. So again I will tell, first when you are creating a planning book, we need to activate the manual proportion, so that we will get a proportional factor key figure. That is nothing but like a APO, DP, DANT. When you are creating a planning area, system automatically will give you a proportional like a aggregation and disaggregation in the planning area, key figure aggregation and disaggregation table. There it will give like a prorata by default. There is a time disaggregation, structural disaggregation. time disaggregation from month to week, how it should be disaggregate, and the structural disaggregation, like how the key figure should be disaggregated. Then I can go to the change planning area key figure setting, and there I can maintain how like which key figure, how to refer which key figure for disaggregation. And for example, if I give APO DP DANT, I need to generate a proportional factor values in the APO DP DANT. For that one, we have the calculation proportional factor program is there. There directly we can take the 6 months of history, and if you run for the future of the proportional factors, it will disaggregate, it will calculate the weightage, and it will give the proportional factors. So whenever you entering the values here like a promotion or manual correction, which we have referred by the proportions, so based on this weightage, it will be disaggregate the values.